If at first you don't succeed, just do what your mother told you. This next one is from a man named Quentin Crisp, who's an author, and said, "My mother protected me from the world, and my father threatened me with it." It's admirable for a man to take his son fishing, but there's a special place in heaven for the father who takes his daughter shopping. This next one's from Harmon Killebrew. I don't know if the young people know who that is. He's an ex-baseball player of the Minnesota Twins, a home run hitter. He says, "My father used to play with my brother and me in the yard. Mother would come out and say, 'You're tearing up the grass.' And Dad would reply, 'We're not raising grass, we're raising boys.'" Certain it is that there is no kind of affection so purely angelic of a father to a daughter. To love our wives there is desire, to our sons ambition, but to our daughters there is something which there are no words to express. This next saying is from an Indian expression: "If you want a place in the sun, you must leave the shade of the family tree." The next is from a British philosopher: "God gave us memory that we might have roses in December." And then from Khalil Gibran, this is particularly poignant for tonight: "And ever has been that love knows not its own depth until the hour of separation." And finally, this is from Kermit the Frog, a noted philosopher. Chris Eisman, seeing this is your last night, I'll include you in this quote too, okay? This is for you. "You are no longer tadpoles. The time has come for you to leave the swamp. But I'm sure that wherever I go, as I travel around the world, I will find each and every one of you working your tails off to save other swamps and give those of us who live there a chance to survive. May success and a smile always be yours, even when you are knee-deep in the sticky mud of life." Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, congratulations to parents, faculty, staff, and Board of Education at the Fairport Central School District. You should be most proud of the achievements of the class of 2007. And congratulations, class of 2007. As a group and as individuals, you have established your legacy for learning, service, and achievement. This evening, I'm really looking forward to the presentations of Christine, Matt, Reed, Bryce, and of course, Mr. Malacher. So, rather than presenting a commencement speech, I'd like to read to you a fable of 3 Fairport High School seniors. You probably recall that a fable has 3 components. There's a background, there's a climax, and of course there's the moral. This is a story of 3 friends: joy, fear, and hope. The 3 had been friends since grade school. They shared lunch at JA, and they shared homework at Minerva DeLand. Joy, fear, and hope became such close friends that the teachers and counselors at Fairport High School would think of them as almost one person. The night before graduation, the 3 friends met at Starbucks in the Barrington Plaza for a mocha latte grande with 3 pumps of hazelnut and extra whipped cream. Joy was absolutely bouncing in her seat talking about the Blue Cross Arena. She was planning to hug all of her teachers and going to graduation parties and chattering on and on and on about her college plans. Fear was quiet. He was nervous about graduation, and he was nervous about his future. He didn't want to let Mr. Paddock down as he moved to his career in the military. Hope was thoughtful. She calmed Joy down and reinforced fear with promises of a bright future. Since she knew that her 2 friends and the other graduates had an obligation to their parents and to their teachers to use their education to help and serve others in the future. Well, as you already know, graduation was a huge success. The three friends then had a great summer, and in August, they said a tearful goodbye and promised to text message each other on a regular basis. In the first months of college, Joy became a magnet for many new friends. They loved her joy for life. But what the others really appreciated about their new friend was that Joy led the study groups, and she consistently reminded her suite mates, be organized, be thoughtful, and that hard work today had future rewards. Fear struggled in boot camp, but he eventually earned his place on a helicopter rescue squad. Later in the year, his team got called to duty after a catastrophic storm hit the Gulf Coast of Florida. Fear was hanging on the rescue wire for hours upon hours as his copter and he scooped men, women, and children from horrible locations. And as he grabbed each, he would whisper in their ear, "You'll be safe. We've got you. We'll save your family." Hope went on and loved college and loved her professors, and her professors loved her. But the group that loved Hope the most was the senior citizens at the center that Hope visited every Friday. Hope was the life of the party. She would sing songs, play bocce, and dance boogie-woogie all night long. The very next summer, the three friends could hardly wait to meet again at Starbucks in the Barrington Plaza. This time, all three ordered iced tea. Joy was bouncing in her seat talking about the class of 2007. Fear wanted to talk to Mr. Paddock. And Hope made her friends share the stories of change about the people that they had become. The moral of our story? 1. The sum is greater than any one of the parts. As a Fairport High School graduate, you are a complete person and must use your full capacity. 2, when you face challenges, draw deeply on your FHS experiences. You've been given the knowledge to succeed. 3, never forget your friends, parents, and teachers of Fairport. They are a part of who you are. Congratulations, graduates of the class of 12.
Over the past couple of weeks, I've received a boatload of those multicolored, skillfully illustrated graduation cards, some of which boast such shiny sparkles and smoky vellum that my fingers are drawn to them like magnets. You know, the ones with those somewhat cliche phrasings of, "Congrats, grad," and "You're gonna shine like a star." But some of the sayings brought questions to my mind. One saying, "I hope you soar like an eagle," made me think, what if I flop like a whale? Another, "You have climbed many mountains," provoked me to say out loud, "Yeah, and I have many more to climb." And this one really hit me hard. Success will be yours. At first skim of this greeting, I mused, duh. But after a second passed by, as it was stuck to the top of our refrigerator, staring me in the face, I thought, will success be mine? This apprehension is like that tiny dark cloud threatening to rain on the freedom of summer. It wears a label that is the absence of success, failure. Now, this past week, I have enjoyed these lazy days, watching Saved by the Bell reruns and Bob Parker prance across the stage, all the while sitting in the comforts of my pajamas until noon, going on a day trip with my friends to see the new Walmart Superstore, and cooking globular marshmallows over a sooty fire fed by chemistry notes, English journals, and econ handouts. But I've also had a lot of time to think about what these seemingly perfect, blissful greeting cards truly mean. They do not predict real life. The beauty of the card is marred by the somewhat phony phrases. What if we fail in the future to come? A difficult college course is physically hurting our brains. A sports injury shatters future plans for fame. A silly mistake on the job makes a new promotion fall through. Or an accident or unexpected illness turns a person's life around a full 180 degrees.